welcome back to my vlog. I'm so excited. I'm so happy because I'm also crying because we've been laughing hard. I have two very special ladies. Are you guys my friends?
Yeah.
Hey. Okay. Like, I just know you. Okay. Yeah. So, Dushime Kaguliro and Rowena Luboa. So, together they are Pearls for Her UG.
Yes.
And I want to have a conversation around being limitless. Yes. Yeah. Because we have something special happening, but we'll get to that at the end. I know a lot about Pearls for Her UG, but somebody might be watching the vlog and thinking, let's start from what that does and what it is. Do we eat it? What do we do with Pearls for Her UG? So what's that? Oh, come on, you guys. They do this.
So, Pearls for Her is a platform that empowers women. We do events, we do online media, and it's all about empowering women to be the best of themselves in all aspects of their lives. Okay. It was launched last year, around this time actually. Yeah.
A happy 1 year?
Yes.
A good 1 year?
It's been an amazingly surprising 1 year.
Let's talk about what was the good, the bad, the that also happens in the 1 year.
Oh, okay. I think the good has been the response. We've had such a great response from the people who follow us, from the people who come to our events. When we began, we never thought that we'd be selling out events, but yeah. So that's been the good. Rowena can talk about the bad.
Why would I talk about the bad?
Rowena doesn't like to talk, so the aim of today's vlog is to see how many times Rowena actually talks to us. Tell us the bad.
Okay, so the bad could possibly be the response, maybe like to sponsors, like when you're reaching out like to corporate sponsors for the event. I think that's a bit tiring, especially from the feedback. They're like, okay, I'll get back to you, then they never get back. But otherwise, that's it. What's a bad thing? What else is a bad thing, Shime?
I think it's been hard, to be honest, to balance like work and then Pearls for Her, and then our expectations of what we want to do with Pearls for Her and what people want sometimes for us to do are very different. So it's been, just hard balancing everything. I think that's been it. But I think we've learned a lot through this 1 year, so hopefully our second year will be more productive.
Also being consistent is so difficult. Like that's the hardest.
Because your business is online.
Yes.
So you have to post something. You have to
every day.
Create content every day.
You have to post every day, and then also the events have to be exciting. Like you don't want someone to come and they're like, I went to that event, but I was like, as in, like
same thing.
So to come up with a new way to to do the same event every other time.
I'm wondering what, because the thing about is, for example, this business for me, inspiring others, I felt like I was just a drop in the ocean, right? And setting yourself apart is in your why you started, because so many people might have that, a space for women to come and maybe engage, talk and be inspired, events for women. So when you were starting, weren't you afraid that, people are going to think, another one is here?
Actually, when we were starting, we didn't know of any others.
Really?
Yes, and that's why we started. We felt like there was no space for young women to come together and learn from each other. And something I learned from Rowena is the importance of networking. And there was no space for us to just go and network and not feel judged or whatever. So we didn't actually know these spaces existed. I think we started hearing of them afterwards. We started Pearls for Her.
So you didn't just go straight into events. You did the Instagram page, for example, and then start there and put content and then to the events. But was the events the main vision?
Actually, the events was actually the main vision. But then when we actually began our social media pages, the traffic was not so much. So that's why it's so important. After you do like social media, then you have to do like an activation. So like people now begin to reach out. And now when you begin to put a face to the brand, then people want to connect and network and see and come and attend. So I think it was the event that made it blow out than the social media page.
So did you have any experience organizing events before?
So I did.
First?
Yeah,
okay.
I've been working in events for a while now. So yes, I did. But not so specific. I've never done an, because Pearls for Her women events.
It's a niche market.
It's such a niche. I had never done something that was so specific to a certain crowd. But we had done, I think Rowena as well had done.
I've never done any.
Well, so yeah, I started. I had
No.
done events before, and from work, I had done events as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
but so maybe we didn't even ask that. Somebody might be wondering how the two of you even thought to work together. Business is hard for me as an individual. I feel like it'll be harder if I have to deal with someone else. And us women are emotional. Like, I feel like another lady would just have to like pull each other's hair out. So where's the friendship and then into business?
Okay, so the good thing is that Dushime and I were not friends before we began the business.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Oh.
actually, now we're friends. Are you friends?
What do you
Are you
think?
my friend? Okay, but now we're friends.
Yes.
So we weren't friends before, so we just came together to do something like this.
Yeah.
And then I think that's very, very important because there were no emotions. Like, it is as it is.
Yes.
If I'm not happy with something, I'll tell Dushime will call me back and be like, Aaron, I wasn't happy with this. And I can't catch feelings because I really can't catch feelings. I have no choice because she's not my extra friend where I'm so emotions. Cut it out.
This will be deleted, not.
No. Okay, Dushime is my real friend.
But I mean, like,
it's
before we started,
it's not like that emotional friend where you're like, oh my God, now we're not going to be in the same friend circle.
Yes.
I don't think we were trying to impress each other, which I think makes it easier to
That's
work
true.
with someone. Like, not that I'm not worried, but I know that when I'm telling her something, it won't be like, oh my God, you've hurt my feelings, now we can't work together.
Yeah.
It's more like, we need to get this done. So it's easier that, but also I think another thing that has helped, we're very different. Extremely different.
Okay.
So what's important to Rowena about an event may not be important to me. So it sort of complements each other. Like, I'll work on something and Rowena will be obsessed with the shade of pink
Yeah.
that the thing has to be. And me, I'll be like, okay.
So what was the first event that you had?
So the first event was the Women in Business Cocktail Mixer.
Yes.
So by the time we did that event, I was so passionate about business at the time. I had actually failed that one.
Yeah.
And we're trying to like create a space where you're able to, other women are able to like help you out, like hold your hand and tell you this is how it's supposed to be done, or don't do it this, don't go with this approach, go with this other particular one. So that's why we created the Women in Business Cocktail Mixer. So yeah, talking about it.
So both of us had businesses before we started Pulse for Her that had closed. And one of the things we wanted to do is create a space where people who have been in business for long, who have created these big brands, can be able to come and teach some of us who've just started out. But also so that if we are in a business in complementing industries, we can network. And I mean, if I make cake and you're a decorator, why can't we work together and share contacts? So it was also to be able to bring women together to just network and do business together and, lift each other up and learn and all that. So that's why we started with that, because it was something we wanted to learn, but we had a lot from a lot of people that, where can we go and learn from these people that you feel are unapproachable or whatever?
So that whole myth of women working together, it's impossible. Too many voices, everyone is trying to say something, everyone is trying to get a different shade of pink in. True or false?
I think it's false.
I think it's false. No.
Yeah.
You think it's true?
There's some truth in
Yeah.
it. Like obviously, now if you're a very emotional person, you definitely cannot work together. Yeah. But if you're able to know that you have a goal and a vision, as in, if I tell Dushime, I want this shade of pink to be like this.
Yes.
It will help to that goal, because when someone comes and like, oh my God, they had fuchsia.
Yeah.
What?
Like
Like,
maybe that's
yeah.
one person who will appreciate the future and will
Yes.
want to connect more with our brand. I think you should not be emotional. Yeah.
Okay. So I've interviewed them before, and you said that Pulse for Her UG speaks to the average Ugandan woman.
Yeah.
If I put the average Ugandan woman here, how would I describe her?
I think the average Ugandan woman is hardworking, is most probably balancing so many things like we see every day. She is trying to catch a break. I think that's the average Ugandan woman. And
Does she constantly need a vacation?
Yes, but all women in life constantly need a vacation. Not constantly, but she's looking for a break. And I think the other thing that you notice if you go into spaces with women, the average Ugandan woman is wanting to learn something, because we're really passionate about different things, and they want to get into a space where they're learning. I think there are few places that are dedicated to teaching you things that you don't learn in school. So I think that's why Pulse for Her has resonated with so many people, because that's one of the things we try to do at each and every event. You should leave when you've learned something.
But we want to talk about being limitless, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you two sides of limitless. Growing up, how you used to define being limitless, especially with your parents, you know, because they define you at some point, and then today how you define limitless for yourself. So for example, growing up for me, I thought limitless in my family was get an education, just enough to say you got an education, get married because you'll embarrass us if you don't, you know, I have children, just be a normal woman at the back there in society. That was the limitless they wanted for me. And then I grew up and I had a career and I said, limitless for me is owning. I don't care what it is, who it is, owning. So for me, I feel like when I look at a building, I don't look at it as it's a nice building. I say, how much?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm going to buy it, but my mind has been opened that way because I have worked and I have toiled and I've seen. So for me, I'm like, that's just 10 years of work and I can own that building. That's just, so limitless for me right now is just owning everything. Even if it's this pen, I own it because maybe I grew up in a society where women didn't own much. They were as if sub-owners of their husbands' things. So for me, it's my strength now. So I want you to tell me, we'll start with you, it's okay, that Rowena can breathe through this. What your limitless used to be defined as and what it is for you now.
I want to go before the show because she might ask my turning over.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yes.
So for me, for my family, actually that's something which I'm very appreciative of, like my parents and my siblings and everyone. I think they, like with me, for example, they allowed me to be anything that I want to be. So like I'd go home and I'm like, Mommy, I want to start selling hot dogs. They're like, okay. Like they don't even involve themselves to be like, okay, what's the plan? How are you going to go there? So like my mind just went really wild. So even when people see me with all these things that I have now, they're like, like how did you think of that? I'm like, I don't know. Like my mind just runs really wild. So I'm just very grateful to my parents for that.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
Limitless for my childhood was you can do whatever you want. And then now, to be limitless now at 26 is to just be able to do what you want. Like if I want to say I want to leave my job today, let me leave it and be comfortable. If I want to travel the world, let me travel. If I want to not get married or not have children, let me do that. If I want to go back to school, let me do that. Like it's just doing what you want to do. That's what it means to me now, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I really don't know how. Growing up, I had a cousin who used to say, she was a secretary, and she used to always tell me, don't be a secretary. And we were really close. And that was a line. And before I did PLE, before I did anything in my life, she'd always say, and remember, don't be a secretary, which basically meant that achieve higher than she was able to achieve in her time and day. And for my parents, it had always been being independent. The one thing they always wanted for all of us, because we're many girls, is to be independent and self-sustaining. It didn't matter really how much you're making, but as long as you can take care of yourself. There were no real things of like, oh, you need to own this or do this. It was just you need to be able to take care of yourself and not to be a secretary. Like, those were the two things that always rang in my head when I did that. Yeah. But now as I've grown up, I think for me, being limitless is creating a legacy, really. Being things that nobody could have ever expected me to be. I think one of my favorite lines I saw it on a t-shirt is, I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. And I feel like for me that's what limitless means, that I can be beyond what the world thought I could be. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to say that haters, but it's okay.
Dushima, you have haters.
I don't. I feel like I really don't. People don't know me like that.
You don't have haters. Yeah, so this is the start of a conversation around being limitless, what it meant for you and what it means for you today, because we are bringing to you something huge in July. If you want to be part of it, of course, go to Pulse for Hayuji on Instagram. Yes. Are you on Facebook?
We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter.
Yes. Okay. And also on my pages, and I'll be giving you details. But of course, in the comment section, share. How was it being limitless then, and what have you, hit through to get to limitless, your definition right now? Thank you for watching.